So parents, when you're at home and your child comes to you and says, I don't get it, and they're holding in front of you any text, whether that's something from a social studies text or a science text or something they're reading out of a piece of fiction, number one, be excited that they told you, I don't get it. Too many times when kids don't understand something, they just keep on reading and they kind of think, well, it just didn't make sense, I'll just go on. And while that helps sometimes because what we read next might clear it up, too many times just going on is just going to create more confusion. So when your child says, I don't get it, the number one response, I'm a parent, is to take that text, look at it, and then say back to the kid, yeah, here's what you need to know. And all you've done then is hand a kid a fish. And instead what you want to do is help your kid become a better fisherman. So the best question to say is, you don't get what? And when your kid says, well, say, well, sweetheart, go back and show me, was it a sentence, was it a word, was it this phrase, is it how does this chart fit with this part right here? Show me what you don't get, because the number one step in solving a problem is identifying that problem. So don't assume for the child that you can figure out the problem and then just explain it. Whether it's a math problem or something in a social studies text, make sure you say to the child, you don't get what. Let that kid identify it, and then you can begin to say, well, do we need to look up a word? Do we need to look at this graph? Do you need to turn back? And help the child realize that they can figure it out on their own.
They may discover that they can't see it. I don't get it could ultimately be transformed into, I can't see what's happening here. Or it could be transformed into, I don't understand why this character has said this, or I don't understand why this event seemed to lead to that event. And once the kid can say that, he can move on to exploring and answering those questions that he has raised.
So when your child says, I don't get it, celebrate that, but then say back to him, I don't get what.